Turning to our top story this hour, a state of emergency has been declared in Tokyo just 2 weeks before the Tokyo Olympics. The emergency will be in place for Okinawa till the 22nd of August. Local news reports say that organisers could bar fans from almost all events at the Games. With just 2 weeks until the 23rd of July opening ceremony, coronavirus infections are rising in the capital. The spread of the more infectious Delta variant is worrying officials.
Although the number of severely ill patients and the occupancy rates of hospital beds have remained at a low level, the impact of the COVID-19 mutated strains must be taken into account. We must strengthen the countermeasures to prevent the infections from spreading to the rest of the country again. Given the situation, we will issue a state of emergency for Tokyo and extend the current state of emergency in Okinawa until August 22.
The rising cases threaten to derail plans to let up to 10,000 local fans into Olympic venues. Under the emergency, alcohol will be banned at bars and restaurants, which will have to close by 8 p.m. Events such as concerts and conferences will have to end by 9 p.m. And crucially, spectators at events will be capped at 5,000 people or 50% venue capacity, whichever is less. While Japan has so far experienced a relatively small virus outbreak, its vaccination program has moved comparatively slowly. Just over 15% of the population is fully vaccinated so far, but there are concerns that the Delta variant could start a new wave. We're being joined now by Phoebe Amoroso live from Tokyo. Phoebe, what more can you tell us about what's happening over there?
Well, as you mentioned, it is another state of emergency for Japan, well, for Tokyo. Prime Minister Suga is speaking this evening, and it has been a bit of a U-turn in what we've heard from the government over the past few weeks. Since the previous state of emergency was relaxed in mid-June, cases have been ticking up in the capital since then. And so it's looked set that a quasi-state of emergency would be extended. But it's been clear that the numbers are going up faster than expected. Yesterday, for example, Tokyo recorded 920 new daily cases. That's the highest level since May the 13th. And today, 896 cases. As you mentioned, the Delta variant remains a concern. About 30% of new cases are believed to be of the Delta variant. Young people have been moving around more, so experts are concerned about the movement of young people. But also, the Delta variant has been impacting those in their 40s and 50s. They are more likely to end up in hospital, and that is putting a strain on Japan's healthcare system. Although numbers remain low, Japan has a relatively limited number of beds for COVID-19 patients. Tokyo has just secured an extra 288 beds for that particular purpose, but the healthcare system can be easily strained, particularly as there's also a shortage of healthcare workers.
Phoebe Amoroso from Tokyo, thank you for joining us and for your insights.